Y'all are gonna see I have so many tabs open right now because I have stuff for today's meeting and for next week's meeting, and then what I was working on for like hours and all of the committees. So we get a lot of stuff on my tabbies today. Let me just come back to Zoom, share my screen, and we can record. I know I'm not gonna forget because I'm saying this now, but if I forget and start talking, remind me to hit record. For instance, a couple of meetings I forgot to do it, so I had to send my notes and be like, "Oh, this is what we did." Let me just fix y'all on my screen.
It's so funny because whenever like my instructors or any of my cohort members put up their Zoom and they do their YouTube, I'm always looking at what do they watch? You look at the sidebar.
I like to see how many tabs do people have because everyone used to complain about mine. So I'm like, okay, let's see who's worse. Like Kelly has more tabs than I do. So I'm like, okay, I feel better about my tabs.
What's more interesting is the bookmarks people have. Like I always look at the bookmarks because
that's what I look at.
That's
I'm like, let's see what you got.
I have every single paper article that I'm currently using to write my chapter 2 open on my desk. Maybe that's why my computer's slow.
0 bookmarks? Wow.
0 bookmarks? Wow.
We have sane people here?
We have organized people. This is, for me, keeping all my tabs open is just a cheats way to keep organized.
I had to keep things on bookmarks because a couple of my classes were asking for like electronic textbooks or things we had to refer to, so I'd save it, but then I never unsaved it when I would finish the class because I'm like, maybe I'll know someone who needs this book.
But see, I'm totally going to judge you now because you've got 1, 2, 3 live streamings, 2 live streamings and a special meeting.
So the one at the end here, I can get rid of that one. That one popped up. Every time I hit live stream for our meetings, it gives me a second tab. The other one over here is for next week's meeting.
Okay.
I could close it and just re-enter it after, but I like leaving it because when I'm late, I'm like, let me just get through this. And we have enough for quorum, right? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, I'll stop talking. I'm sure you all don't want to be here on a Friday. Let me hit record and we can get started. If I could get to the record button.
Make this a speedy meeting.
Yeah. All right, I'd like to call this special meeting to order at 2:06 p.m. We'll start off with a roll call. Myself, I am here. Chris?
Here.
Christina is not here. Louise? Wait, Louise, I see you, but are you here?
Oh, here. Sorry, my internet.
No worries, you're okay. Michael? Same thing. I see you, but I don't hear you.
Here, can you hear me now?
There you go. I hear you now. We love tech issues at AS meetings. Alex.
Here.
There we go. We have a clear here. Jasmine is not here. Philly.
Here.
Another clear here. Kelly is not here. Emmanuel.
Present.
All right, another clear one. Kyle is not here. David is not here. But we have a quorum, so we can move on with our meeting. Let's see. Wait, Carrie, do we need to still adopt the agenda and everything? Because I know we skipped everything.
It's the same thing, but I'm going to also mention that you need to strike item 3 totally. You don't have any meetings, any reports in a special meeting. You can't do public comment, and then you go directly to action items. And also for the record, I want to say that everyone who is not here actually is an excused absence because they did let us know 24 hours in advance they could not be here.
All right. Thank you, Carrie. So before we approve the agenda, we would like to strike item 3. Is there anything else we need to strike on here? I think we're good. So I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the agenda with the noted changes.
My motion to approve.
Thank you, Emmanuel. We have a first. And we have a second by Michael. Do we have any opposed? Hearing none, the agenda has been approved. Moving on to item 2, public comment on non-agenda items. I believe we have no members of the public. Moving on to action items. Action item A, I'll go ahead and hand the floor over to Alex for this.
Can we pull up my budgets, please?
Yes, we can. Where's my tabby? You know what? I think I have to go again.
Like now you need the
tab. On this one. This is when my tabs are helpful. This is the first one, right?
Yeah. Okay, it is recommended that the executive board approves the welcome budget not to exceed 950 out of the AS incentives budget. So we have 2 things coming in: steel straw kits. It's a minimum of 250, and that'll cost around 500, a little less, but I just put 500 just to cover any costs that are unexpected. And then the highlighters with a minimum of 300 being ordered, and that'll come up to around 375. Then I just put 75 just in case any shipping or tax is not included in the quotes. That comes out to 950.
I motion to approve. The
Okay.
budget, sorry, do I have to read out the,
You should be very specific, naming the cost and then what area it's coming from.
sorry, let me make my screen bigger.
I can zoom in too. There we go.
Thank you, Mackenzie.
Sorry, I forgot to do that earlier.
So I motion to approve the recommended budget that the executive board stays with it, does not exceed the $950 budget coming out of the AS incentives budget for Welcome Week.
Perfect.
Got it. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
All right.
Oh.
So we have a first and a second. Do we have any opposed? Hearing none.
Unfortunately, because this is a monetary action item, I
Oh.
need you to take a roll call vote.
All right, roll call vote. Can I just call people how I see on their screen since we're
Sure.
Shankron? All right,
Everyone
I'll call
unmute
you.
yourself.
All right, everyone unmute yourselves. I'll call you based off how I see you on my screen. On my screen. I cannot speak today. You all love this. Michael.
Aye?
Yeah. Alex.
Aye.
Emmanuel.
Aye.
Chris.
Aye.
Philly.
Aye.
Louise.
Aye.
All right. Motion carries. We have some money. Moving on to the next budget. Alex, the floor is yours again.
Okay, this is the postage one. So it is recommended the executive board approves the Welcome Week budget not to exceed 550 coming out of the AS postage budget. I used Louise's final week relaxation as an estimate because hers was around 700. So mine is not as heavy and I don't plan on sending out as much. So I knocked off a few $100s. So postage is 500 and miscellaneous is 50, just in case it is a little more than I expect. I can entertain the motion, right? Or I can.
You can make the
recommend-
motion.
I move to approve the budget for Welcome Week not to exceed $550 coming out of the AS postage budget.
Second.
All right, we have a first and a second. We'll bring this to a roll call vote. Again, I'll do it based off how I see you on my screens. Michael.
Aye.
There you go. Alex.
Aye.
Emmanuel.
Aye.
Chris.
Aye.
Philly.
Aye.
Louise.
Aye.
All right, motion carries. We have more money being approved. Let me just go ahead and bring this back to the agenda. And that is all the action items we have. Moving on, we have no discussion items. Do we have any public comment on non-agenda items? I believe we have no members of the public here. Any advisors' comments?
No comment, thank you.
All right, moving on to announcements. I don't have anything besides Welcome Week next week. Everyone come to it, spread the word, help us promote it. Anybody have
Also-
anything?
Yeah, I forgot. I do have an announcement. It's Black History Month, and you all probably should have received a calendar from me. And if not, they've been circulating. Really, it's really important that you start showing up to these events. Representation matters, so you need to be there. So please make it a point to go to some more of these events, okay?
Thank you, Carrie. Does anybody have any other announcements?
Oh, yes. Oh, Michael can go first.
What? No, mine was just a question. So when I go there, like I attended one of them, but I wasn't like, "Hey, I'm from AS." Am I supposed to go in there and be like AS in the house or something? Because I was in there like, you know.
No, you don't have to be verbal on it. But just to know, it's good to know that you were there.
Oh, okay.
Which one did you go to?
I went to, it was a movie. It was the one with it's called, I think it's called like Dorm Days or something like that. But it's like
Yeah.
the old one with like it has the guy, what the heck's his name?
Did they stream that over Zoom?
It was a pretty choppy stream. I'm not quite sure how they did it, but it wasn't like a good quality. Like my was all pixelated, but it was cool. Everyone was in there really engaging. Everyone was talking. It was really interesting. Jasmine was also there.
Okay.
I was supposed to say
Yeah.
that last time. I should have said that I attended it. That's what I should have said on reports. God.
So what you don't, you
That's
don't, yeah, you all don't have to be up there like AS in the house, but like, if there's interaction, feel free to interact. You can interact.
I was interacting, but I wasn't in there like, yeah, AS in the house. I was like, in there,
Nah,
yeah, core
nah.
in the house. I was like, core first. That's how I was acting. I saw like a lot of people from core in there, so we were all just like chopping it up.
Cool.
But the core members know I'm part of AS, so
That's always good. And then Philly, I believe you had an announcement.
Oh yeah, speaking of representation, if you haven't done your video introductions, please send them in so we can publicize that right after Welcome Week and get people knowing who's representing them. Thank you.
can I redo
Thank you.
mine if you haven't posted it yet? Mine was really bad. I was pressed for time.
Yours fine.
Was it good? I want to know what other people's look like. Watch, you're saying
Yeah,
it's good.
everyone has really good lighting. I'm surprised. Everyone's like out there in the sun. It's like natural lighting. I'm like, wow, geez, people have some
Yeah,
pretty good setups, you know?
I recorded mine like up in a hike. I was trying to get
Oh.
LA in the background because you could see LA back there, but it wasn't.
That sounds cool. Do we have any other announcements?
Yes, we are moving the student faculty mixer to later in the afternoon that Thursday, so that one, it doesn't interfere with one of the Black History Month events, and so that we can also attend it. So it'll now be from 4 to 5 p.m.
All right. Thank you, Alex. Do we have any other announcements?
Yeah, one more. I just want to again share that Equipo Student Advisory will be having an event on the 22nd at 3 p.m. The event's called Amor por Nuestra Cultura, and it's been modified, and it will be an artifact, non-formal kind of event, just creating a safe space for students to be able to come by and share what do they embrace of their culture. And that's it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Manuel. Do we have any other announcements? We got plenty today.
I have an announcement. So there's Business 70 internship course, and they offer hours for tutors to like be counted as credit. So if you want to like, I don't know if anybody knows any other tutors. They offered me that. I don't know if anyone else tutors here, but you can also earn credits like with that course for interning as a tutor. Business 70.
All right. That's pretty cool. Do we have any other announcements? No. Hearing none, we can move on then. Future meeting dates and times. We don't have any other special meetings planned, but we do have our executive meeting on Wednesday, which I hope to see you all at. Moving on, I would like to entertain a motion to adjourn this meeting at 2:17 p.m.
First.
Second.
All right, we have a first and a second. Do we have any opposed? Hearing none, meeting adjourned. Let me go ahead and stop streaming and get us off of here.
Wait, I oppose. Is it too late? Not joking. I'm kidding. Yeah, we should do all our like this, huh? Just like bang, bang, bang.